who we are, what we're doing.
Moving house by the looks of it.
It's T-1, which means we're on our way down.
Transporting quite a lot of possessions to Oxford to the boat.
And all of this stuff and the things you can't see that are hidden in the rear footwells, lots of wine, are hopefully going to make it onto the boat. To be honest, when we looked in the boot this morning, we both independently had the same thought, which was, oh my golly, how is all of that going to fit on a narrowboat? I don't think we'll get things in cupboards today, mainly because
I'm a little bit anal when it comes to cleaning, so even though it's going to get cleaned before we get on, it should have been cleaned by now. I want to do my own cleaning. I just feel better when you've done your own cleaning.
so I think that probably means most of the things that we're taking down today just sort of get put on the boat rather than, well, in the boat, but not in their final positions. But doesn't matter. It just means that we can travel lightly tomorrow on the train rather than have to cart all of that stuff around.
Yeah, we're only going to need like a couple of suitcases, I think.
I'm going to seriously start culling stuff. If a suitcase appears tonight, then there'll be some culling. But there shouldn't be much, should there? Which will immediately get overruled. So yeah, it's an exciting day, slightly nervous day as we get just closer to the fact that we're going to be on our own.
We don't need time check yet. We've not been updated on not the tides.
Tides? It better not be.
The river levels.
Yeah, still good. We've got three yellow caution notices with stream decreasing and one nothing. So that's what we had. T-2. We're not sure on the Duke's Cut thing, are we? There was some chatter yesterday, wasn't there?
Don't know, you're the Duke's Cut man.
Yeah, there was some chatter on one of the Canal forums. Somebody had literally been down to that area, that neck of the woods, and said, looks fairly open to me. There's no notices on the locks, etc., saying that you need somebody to open them, and so I don't know.
I'm going to ring him this morning and see what's what, I think.
Yeah, well, the CLT didn't ring back yesterday as they said they would, to tell us, because I tried to, hopefully you'll have seen the other video, and I tried to book the Duke's Cut passage yesterday. The lady I spoke to said, I think something might have changed. I said, oh, okay. She was going to check and call me back. She didn't, and then somebody on one of the forums posted, say, doesn't look like, so putting 2 and 2 together, it might be that we don't need to book the passage anymore and we can just get on there, which would be good. So, but who knows, we're in the hands of others in that respect, and Mother Nature in terms of the River Thames, etc.
But we've got a few days of really good weather coming up. Hopefully, the forecast is 18 and 19 degrees and full sunshine. So
Met Office would never be wrong. Although it's consistent with what we can see out of the windscreen. I would have said what you can see out of the rear windscreen, but I suspect that's not a great deal. Yes, I think it's just cruise on down and taking it easy in the car today. There's an awful lot of weight in here, so 500,000-mile Volvo has got us covered, but we need to not take the Michael. So we're taking it easy, a nice gentle cruise down. We've got a bit of time in our hands. It's going to be a long day though, isn't it? Because by the time we've got there, unloaded all the kit, I've got a telephone conference meeting in the mid-afternoon. And then obviously we've got the journey back, so one slight hitch to our overall plan. It's a biggie, this one. You probably won't appreciate why, but it's a biggie, but there's no chilling.
yeah.
there's no chili. So
This was very upsetting news for you this morning.
yeah, the Supper of Champions is being substituted for a very strong supper.
Oh God, I don't think you can better it, is it? You can't substitute a chili, could you?
Maybe haggis. It's a close one. Well, we've run out of chili. I mean, this never happens. We always have chilies in stock. We don't have any chilies, so we have. Well, just call it what it is. It's Orv's beef goulash, Hungarian goulash. Boom, there it is. So that's going to be hopefully our first supper on board. We say hopefully because it's frozen at the minute, and we aren't going to we are not going to. We're going to. What are we doing?
I don't know.
We are going to try.
About what we're doing.
We are going to try running the fridge on the boat, but only when we're cruising. So we aren't going to turn the fridge on when we get there today because that will just drain all the batteries. So the frozen goulash is going to go in the well deck area, isn't it? We're going to try and get it in the gunnels under the water level and hope that it doesn't defrost too quickly and that we're not met with a stinky mess tomorrow. So assuming that all goes according to plan, that's what yeah.
You know, everyone's wondering what an orb is.
Oh, it's about 5 foot tall.
In heels.
Yeah, it's about 5 foot tall in heels. And it makes Hungarian, a wicked Hungarian goulash. Any further clues on what an orb is? Speaks in a southwest accent, so it's an orv. Right, my lover.
It's related to you.
It's related to me.
Why are we calling it an it? So we're not giving away.
No, not giving it away, yeah. Answers on a postcard.
I don't think it's too hard to guess.
No, it's probably not. My dearest mother, aka Orv. She makes a wicked goulash, so.
No one's really too sure why she's called Orv.
No, neither is she. After all these years, she still has no idea why
Is that
she's
you?
called. I named it, yeah. Yeah. You might get to meet Orv at some point.
We'll give you plenty of warning.
It'll come with a disclaimer.
I'll tell you what, to make it really, really, really exciting and a lot more interesting.
Oh, go on.
We'll give her a bottle of wine before we start filming.
Oh my word. Yeah, a wine-fueled Orv. That's going to make for quite wild viewing. We'll put subtitles up as well for those that don't speak half-cut southwest Bristolian, strong Bristolian. Yeah. So here we are, less than a minute away from the boat. The excitement builds. Ooh, first glimpse of the river.
How nice is this with the sun?
Yeah, it's the first time we've been down in the sun, isn't it?
Yeah. You remember the first time we came? It was the end of one of the storms. Well, no, it wasn't the end of it. Towards the end of it, but it was horrendous that time on Saturday.
Yeah, it was. And we still bought a boat.
We definitely saw it in the worst of the weather.
There we go, the gate's closed, so we'll just camp out, shall we?
Yeah, you should be here. Well,
Any
it's at
moment.
20 past at the latest, so it's 10 past now. Yeah, that's quite nice.
Oh yeah, lovely.
Oh.
Right. photographer. So I think we're on. Boating Greg is here. Boating Greg, is that his new name?
He's in my phone as Boat Greg.
Boat Greg, there you go, that's his Boat Greg. Swans can be quite aggressive, can't they?
Ooh, there's the river. You ready to be out on all that tomorrow?
Should be nice.
Here's the boat.
Yeah.
There it is. First item. The bucket.
The bucket.
I don't know what
As we agreed, 2 glasses and a bottle of wine.
You gents.
Oh, how come?
I've got to drive home now.
Pinot Grigio.
You have it tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We'll have it tomorrow.
Yeah,
night.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Tomorrow night
absolutely.
we'll come up forward to that. Oh, thank you so much.
No,
No,
no.
no.
Ooh, good done on me.
Get it in the gunnels.
Yeah, get it down low, let it cool down then overnight.
I said to him, I said, you know, you've just created a whole bunch of work for everybody, and frankly, it's all just a bit embarrassing. But... And then, of course, you can imagine what I got as a response. Well, we're just protecting you, sir, and...
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So did you book Duke's lot?
Well, nothing straightforward.
Funny story.
We think we have. Well, you rang yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah.
And they said, oh, I think something's changed. We'll check and ring you back. Anyway, nobody rang back, so I rang this morning and said we need to book. And she was very helpful. I was like a pleasant person, but she said, oh yeah, what's the number of the boat, number of passengers, and a contact phone number. So I gave her those, and she said, right. And I said, well, are we booked, or what do I get as confirmation? And she said, oh well, we'll ring you back if there's any problems. I said, so I've got to assume it's all right unless you call me back about it. She said yes. So we think we're booked, but we have nothing to prove while that conversation occurred.
It's like a cottage industry, isn't it?
She said she had to speak to somebody, but it wasn't anybody from the Environment Agency. She kept saying about this one chap that does all the bookings, but because it's new to CRT, she said we don't really know what we're doing. So I'm like, oh great.
It's worrying, isn't it?
There's plenty of boaters that would say, yeah, I could have told you that.
Yes.
I mean, everyone's been really pleasant, it's been really helpful, but yeah, we don't really know what's
You don't get the answers you want.
the important stuff.
Your one essential item. Bottle of whiskey.
It's Welsh.
Is it?
Yeah, it's amazing stuff though, like with the Madeira finish, it's gorgeous.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't mind a whiskey.
Oh, we're nearly done.
Yeah. I don't know where he's getting it from because the car looks empty. He must have had it stashed under his seat.
Careful packing.
I suppose fishing rods are the next thing to get, is it?
Do you know, I've never ever appealed, but that's you've got to be in that environment, haven't you? If I'm on the boat, lovely day,
Yeah.
suddenly that's different, isn't it?
Yeah.
To the thought of, would I go travel down to the nearest canal or river? No, but
Your dad used to go fishing, didn't he?
yeah, he used to, well, by all accounts, he was a very keen fisherman. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's precious.
precious things. Easter on the move. The turf war. Noisy little monkeys, aren't they? Train! Hello?
See my attempt at steering.
That is.
Shall I do that? Pretend I'm moving.
Yeah, looks pro. You're fooling everybody. Hey, you look good. Look natural, pal.
Don't work then.
Still know what to do with it.
Finish. Good.
What are we thinking?
What have we done?
What have we done?
What have we done?
Bought a boat.
Gosh.
No, Josh, you've got to get that right. Josh, not gosh.
I'm just itching to make it like our boat now, I think.
Yeah.
It's like we've put all the bags and boxes and everything on board.
Yeah.
But just want to give it like a super clean and just get used to being on it.
Yeah.
And how stuff works.
Yeah.
Just keep thinking, well, what's the worst that can happen? Well, it sinks, I guess, is the worst that can happen.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
there's
looking back from that, because
a cheery
there's no
thought.
real. Well, no, not I'm just. What's the next worst thing that can happen? Like stuff doesn't work.
Yeah, it
We're
breaks
still
down.
in England, aren't we? We're not in Timbuktu.
No.
Be able to get to places, and shops.
Yeah.
I just wish the fridge were that not having fridges. I know loads of people manage without a fridge, but
We need a
there was
fridge.
that little tip that Fran did, where she put it in a
Oh, in a bag.
Yeah,
And
in a
then-
bag on a piece of string out of the.
I hope it
side
was
hatch.
rope. Same idea. Oh look, some driftwood.
Small someone's fence first.
Excuse me. Okay, so we've just left the boat. On the journey home now. Stuff's on there. We've got all the things. Well, practically everything that we came with is on the boat now. But it feels a bit sad to be leaving the boat. I know you want to give it a really thorough clean, don't you?
Yeah, so do. So do. Let's get stuck in.
Well, that's in our gift. It was nice to be. Well, even spend a couple of minutes just chilling out on the stern deck, listening to the geese and the trains rolling by and the gentle lapping of the river and all that stuff. You start to get a bit of a flavour for hopefully what's ahead. So big day tomorrow, nothing really to pack. No, there's nothing more to do really, is there, than go home and try and get a decent night's sleep. Don't miss the train in the morning.
Yeah, it's just laptops and ourselves really, isn't it?
I think so. So
Maybe some paperwork. Everything's just dumped on there as well, and it's not in my nature really to just dump things and not finish the job with all the tidying. But I just want to clean everything before I put anything away.
Greg
Probably
and Boat Bridget.
Probably Bridget. Yeah. I'm sure she left them at the door and said, "Don't forget these."
Hand them over. Anyway, first things first, let's get home, let's get batteries recharged. Have some cold wine tonight.
I don't think we're allowed wine tonight. We're allowed wine tonight. Or is this an excuse for the trip we've made today?
So no, it's your shout, my angel. Your shout.
We are trying to be good, and I expect to be a bit wine drunk over the next few days.
So is that a no or a yes?
See, this, I'm trying to be good, but I know you're a bad influence.
Naughty me.